Hey, Daniel Lee here with the Eurasian Business Expo. We are here in Dallas, Texas, 2025, our first event. And we're sitting here with a wonderful person, Artyom Blazko, who is the platinum sponsor for us. Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for inviting.
And your company name is LILOPHOTO.
That's right, yes, LILOPHOTO.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little about your business? How do you drive in sales, and sort of what is an idea of it?
Sure. So what we have a photo printing kiosk and unmanned photo studios. So think about photo booths, but of a premium quality. So our photo booths are about 96, 97 square feet. So they're kind of large in space. So we install typically them in the different shopping malls or high foot traffic areas. And this is, the main products that we offer.
Got it. Thank you. And I'm assuming you're doing a lot of delivery to private events. Is this correct?
So right now we're working on engineering a trailer so that we can serve different weddings, different private events. So this is something we're working now to offer within a month's time frame.
So it's in the development. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I saw this this booth type of thing is presented in many cities. What is your position in the company?
So my position, I am a founder. So right now I'm running the whole company. Yeah, and we are presented across many states here in the United States.
Okay, and in what cities are you presented? So if you will have some interstate.
Okay, so Florida, we're in Miami, we're in Orlando, we're in Georgia, in Atlanta. We are in Texas, Lubbock, Midland, Dallas, Houston. Okay. We're northeast. We have also a few locations up there, and right now we're opening in California as well.
Oh, awesome. Good for you. How long are you guys in the market?
So we've been working on that project for 3 years.
3 years. Okay, got it. And what is your background? You look like a guy who did photography. Did you?
Well, that's a funny thing. Although I loved the photography before, but I've never had any degree or anything associated with the photography. Mm-hmm. So my background is really in finance and management. So I'm coming from I'm coming from working within a little bit of private equities, and I worked as a commercial loan officer. So within the corporate financial side. So this project is completely different to what I have experienced before.
And what drove you into that? Was it passion? Was it you just wanted to do some quick cash, raise up some money? Why would you decide to do something like that, having, to my understanding, a pretty decent job?
Well, for me, it was always entrepreneurial drive that always motivates me. I believe my both parents were always in a business, so I've always seen how business owners struggles and do a lot of entrepreneurial stuff. Okay. So I was always inclined to do something on my own. And so what happened to me is my kind of friends and partners were generating ideas, and they were talking about, this interesting new concept, modernizing photo booths. And I was like, at first, I was like, listen, this kind of doesn't make sense, right? Mm-hmm. Photo booth business has been existing for 40, 50 years. So it's not a new idea at all. So I was running numbers, and I was like, no, that doesn't make sense, not at all. But then we kind of started to think through and working through remodeling, and we realized that this is a market that has not had any innovation for 40 years. So this is an old market that did not have development. And we're like, okay, what if we innovate? What if we make it better? Would that drive, revenues? Would that be, a good product? So it all started as a side project. So it wasn't I was like, all right, I quit my job and I'm going to do this. No, it actually happened.
So you were more rational.
Right. Yeah, I was working with a different projects, especially in commercial lending, and we just started on a side. We're like, all right, let's test it out. Let's see how it works. And boom, it works. And now it's taking about 80% of my time right now.
Okay, are you still employed, or are you just running the business?
No, right now I'm just running my own business.
Okay, good sign. Good sign. What kind of competitors do you have in the market?
So people we are competing with is very fractioned. So there's a lot of photo booths, as we talked. They're in the different malls, but typically this is one booths per mall or per region, or it's like a small business. So we don't have a national competitors. We typically have a smaller ones. So in terms of photo bases, we're not, competing so much. I think the main competition comes from venues where people spend money, right? So people can go buy drinks, or they can go play arcades, or they can do something with us and create those memories. So I think we're competing in a space of entertainment.
Entertainment, yeah.
Yep.
This quick lollipop entertainment type of thing.
Right, in a way. But again, the strong side for us is that, again, we're not just competing for just that 1 second emotion. We are helping them to create those memories, and people get some prints out. So what we are creating is we're helping them to create those memories, get them printed, and keep them with them. So like we have a memorable product that lasts long.
Yeah. So what would be a difference between me taking a digital picture and getting a printout? So emotionally, I would say, because because obviously you want to nowadays you take a picture, you just go. Well, what would be your? Let me rephrase the question. What is your sales point in this cycle? Because obviously you're selling emotions here, and how do you? I'll say, hook the person.
Okay, the way we hook a person is that, and it's been interesting how we kind of did our test, is that not only you're taking pictures, you have a whole experience of taking that pictures, right? A lot of times people come to us with their friends, with their families, so they have something to do together. They have to pose, they have to love, they have to live through that moment. That makes like the biggest challenge, where they're like, all right, we need to do this. They love, they have great expectations. And the best part of it is once you get that picture printed. So obviously you get a digital version, but once you get it printed and you see the quality and you see the faces, like people are typically smiling for another 5-10 minutes after they leave our place. And when we just launched a photo printing kiosk, where we saw that emotions people have whenever they get that printed pictures, and we're like, how often do you print your pictures? Like, how often would you go to, CVS or Walgreens and print that pictures? Not really, right? Like, nobody does it so much. But people still enjoy it and enjoy having them. So because we're in a high foot traffic areas and we're accessible, we just allow people to come to our kiosk, scan a QR code, or enter an Instagram, and then you could just upload your pictures and get them printed within like 10 seconds.
Awesome. Yeah.
So that's, that's the biggest game changer for us.
And how because I thought you had this feature from the beginning, so it wasn't a thing. The printing wasn't a thing.
No, well, at first we just made pictures of the clients, and then we printed just their pictures the way they came into the camera. But now what we decided to do is, why don't we allow you to upload your own pictures?
Yeah, because the ones you like,
right,
from
vacation, and it's been interesting throughout Expo today. People would be coming to us with the pictures of their childhood, and they would be printing them out.
Were you printing things out?
Right, I was printing today a lot of stuff out, and people were uploading, the pictures when they were kids, when they were like 4, 5, 6 years old. And they would print it, and they'd be so happy. It was just amazing how much emotions people get.
I didn't get a picture.
Well, yeah, we could arrange something.
Yeah, gladly we fixed the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you good.
All right, and let's say, for example, we had a few interstate sponsors right here, and if somebody would be interested, or somebody watching, right, would be interested in becoming a partner with you, what would be the deal? Is it like type of financing, or they need to buy it out, or you guys split the shares?
So what we currently do is we're looking for many partners, right? For us, the business has been amazing. It's growing. So think about it. You're printing pictures, fully automated, so you don't have employees on site working full time. So that cuts down your cost of labor. So without labor, it's a pretty automated business model. So it's been great, and we still haven't done anything on franchising, and because we already have 30 plus locations, and it's working great. But what we're experiencing is a willingness to grow more. So like we want to expand to 1,000 plus locations across the whole nation. So for that, we need the physical locations we can install. And with the people who would partner with us, we have different types of partnerships. So we are looking for people who would partner us with promoting us at the different locations, having different locations we can install or going to different events. And with those people would just be having a revenue share based on, whatever arrangement we have, but it's a revenue share per event, per space, per whatever it is.
Whatever the deal, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. And are there any requirements for the foot traffic from the partner, let's say?
So this is a good question. So obviously we know a good foot traffic for shopping malls and shopping centers, right? So we know that we have a certain minimum of a client that should come throughout the day. Let's say about like 10 people per day should do your picture so that you are really profitable, which is not a lot. Like if you think about 10 people a day, not so much. And then whatever is more, then you just earn more money. For event venues or like bars, staircase, we're still testing how much people, but
the conversion type of thing?
Right, yeah, the conversion type of thing. And then another thing is, we do have a lot of data that we're gathering. So this is another unique part of a business when what you asked about me. So yes, we're producing a good pictures, we're producing a great memories, but on the other hand, we have a lot of data. We have a lot of innovation coming from a software, data analytics, and we know what spaces do really good, what spaces have a better demographics. So there's a lot of you can analyze just based on the data that we get.
Okay, sounds like a plan. And what would you suggest to the 18-year-old? How old are you, by the way? You look quite young.
Yeah, I'm right now 26.
26. Okay, so I'm not that far. You're the youngest interviewer today. By the way.
Okay, that's cool. That's funny.
And what would you recommend to the younger self? Let's say 18. Okay, it wasn't too far. Okay, let's say 18-year-old self.
Oh, that's a good question.
Keep doing finance?
Well, no. Well, that's interesting. So if you had asked me that question, I knew I want to go for finance, but I wish I had a different sort of degree as well, like engineering degree or something that is not business related. Because
Problem solver type of thing?
whatever, yeah, it could be arts, it could be whatever you're passionate about. Because what I think the problem with the business education sometimes happens is that they teach you so much of a concept that you think it's absolutely true, but it's not. Like, you get out in the real world and you have to talk to real people, and they don't teach you how to talk to real people or how to do certain things. So sometimes you just do a lot by testing out things, right? Yeah. You just go out there, just, try this. But yeah, I would probably try more things.
And maybe different degree?
Maybe different degree. Well, for me, I liked it, but yeah, still kind of. And another thing, which is a lot important, I guess I would start reading about different biographies earlier. Oh. So what I realized a lot recently is that I started to read biographies of people with a character that has been developing for years and the people that have achieved a lot by themselves. So I'm getting motivated to, read about, maybe a president's story where you understand how much effort they put in and what journeys they follow to get there. So I guess that's important. Once you learn about those people, you kind of understand how they start to think. And that's what I realized in my business is your mindset is, the only limit, so to say. And the more you grow, the better grows your business.